motivation. Never settle for average. You know how we do it over here. I've been telling you guys this for a long time, that they can't come right out and tell those people they want to go to prison to come and hang out. But this right here is the most blatant, in your face prison commercial I have ever seen. You look at these photos, right? And I don't know if they're photoshopped, um, who took the pictures, how they were acquired, but this is what's circulating right now, right, on social media, World Star Hip Hop, and some of the other platforms. But look how they show these young black men hanging out in prison, um, wearing what appears to be like somewhat street clothes. They got, looks like a bag of weed or something down there. They got the phone. They got all this stuff. They're trying to make young black men feel as comfortable as possible with, if they commit a crime, they go to prison, nothing changes. They can still do the same shit they were doing on the block. They can still smoke weed. They can still hang out with the homies. They can still get high. They can still do everything they were doing, on top of having their PlayStation and whatever else. Do you see the psychology behind this? You see how disgusting this shit is? And this is why I'm always talking about, things related to the black culture and how I got duped, and how I'm trying to lace you guys up so you don't get duped. See, they did this shit in the 80s with the gang culture, and the music, when it shifted from being united, you know, uh, power to the people and all this stuff, and it went to like the gang stuff. And I remember on MTV when they showed Eazy-E and NWA rolling in the truck in Compton, and they had to look like an AK, and the Lokes on, and the Raiders hats, and it looked all gangster, and everybody across the world was looking at that like, wow, these LA guys, this is gangster. This is, man, I want to be down with that. And you had dudes in places that have never been to LA claiming sets in LA streets, LA hoods. LA guys literally, when they went to other towns, turned them out. Everywhere these guys migrated to and did their thing at, they created an extension of Los Angeles in the gang culture. But when you look at the conditioning, what I'm saying is that this is a psychological psyop that is being basically perpetrated on the black people, young black men in particular, because they're not mentally developed enough to even understand what they're doing, but they're becoming subconsciously programmed to be comfortable with a lifestyle behind bars. It's no different than how they, like I said, hijack rap with the gang stuff, the killing, and then all the black women, hookers and hoes and bitches. It's basically a hate movement of black on black, and then get comfortable when you get caught, so that you can be amongst your peers and you're not missing a beat. Like, these guys aren't in the law library. These guys aren't doing anything academic wise, intellectual wise. They're hanging out in the common area, kicking it, playing whatever video games, watching whatever TV programs, looking at whatever they're doing on their phones. It's a comfort zone. There's not even a stress of like, oh man, I got to get out there to my people. I got to, my kids, my grandmother, it's like, if you felt like it was a deterrent, or there was a better opportunity, or there's something else for these guys, a lot of them like, well, man, it ain't like I'm doing anything out here now anyway. So if I get caught, it doesn't matter. And that's the mentality until these guys hit their 30s, late 30s, early 40s, and they start thinking, man, I wasted a lot of my years. And then these guys as kids, I bet you a couple of them got kids. What are their kids going to do? What are the young men that are being raised by their baby mamas, what they going to do? What are they going to become? This shit is disgusting, man. And I keep telling you, people, oh man, you coon and you selling. How am I selling out? How am I, when I call it, and tell you like, hey man, accountability, responsibility, owning up, let's make a difference, work together. And then I see shit like this, and this shit is promoted. This shit gets all the algorithm. This is what everybody wants to see. This is what they promote. When I sit here and talk about the mistakes, the ignorance, the bamboozle, you know, let's have the same energy for black on black crime in the neighborhoods. Everybody's like, oh man, you what about blah blah blah. I'm not talking about you guys who aren't doing this. I'm talking about the ones who are, and the parents with your kids running around with these ghost guns and these pistols, and they doing these videos and they're trying to be gangsters. I'm telling you, man, you gotta, if you don't save your children, they're gonna end up like this, and these people got a place for them. This is gonna be the new cheap labor right here. This is dividing the black culture. This is the ones, the have-nots and the haves. The squares who are in college, whatever they're doing, you call them cornballs, nerds, and then you got these guys. And then you got the guys who are the guys who work hard, who drive trucks, who got plumbing business, mechanic business, they're has HVAC, they're staying out the way and they're building. And while you guys are out here thugging it out with the bags of weed, the MJs and whatever, the blunts, this is your future right here. And they're showing you it's not that bad. That's what they want you to believe. They want you to believe in prison is just a comfort zone. It's not that bad. You're not missing out on nothing because you weren't doing nothing on the street. It's a cold twist, man. It's a cold twist, and I see it, and I try to share it, and hopefully wake you guys up. Hopefully you have a cousin, uncle who's been in the pen, and he could tell you. But if somebody says that, bro, it's not that bad, you know, your homie's in here, you get your conjugal visits, blah, 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 they selling you some bullshit. They set you up to fail, and they don't love you. They don't care about you. They actually hate you because they want you to hate yourself, and they want you to destroy yourself by sitting in a penitentiary working for these people, man. Working for these people for slave labor, missing out on your families, and then perpetuating the cycle because you're in there kicking it. Your kids are going to fall into the same cycle, and they're going to be just as bad when they get older because they've had no male discipline, no male attention, and they're going to go on the same path, and they're going to have kids with multiple baby mamas, and it's going to be repetitive. And this is the destruction of a whole race in a nutshell. This shit right here, these pictures right here, are a perfect example of how, when you talk about the Klan, you talk about people who hate black people, man, they put all these little things in play, and they just sit back and laugh, man. They put the music industry, they give you guys the guns, they give you the drugs, and then let you go at it. And then they give you social media and promote this shit, and then let you go at it. These people are diabolical, and you play right into the whole game plan that they're setting out for you. They don't have to do nothing. You guys are always talking about the race. Man, look at this shit. They don't have to do nothing. They laugh because even with the resources, you guys still fall right back into the same bullshit. You're more concerned with a chain and a bag of weed than invested in the S&P 500, buying some real estate and building your business and trying to hook up with your homies to actually buy things that are going to be legacy things for your family. You'd rather be doing this and then pistol and shopping and doing stupid shit, robbing dudes for stupid shit, rather than thinking about the future. The right now is what they're selling you. The right now, oh, right now you can do this and do that. I bought into it. I'm telling you, I'm not any better in a sense where I've made a lot of mistakes, but it took me years to really look like damn, man, I'm trying to tell you so you don't waste all those years and you can catch it earlier and start making it happen. Hey, man, the choice is yours. Shoot me a message. Leave a comment about this. Let me know what you think. It started, like I said, everything from destroying the communities with the welfare program, getting the man out the house, the music industry, the entertainment, this now whole, prison is cool, bullshit. It's one big program, and it's working, man. It's up to you to make a difference. Never settle for average. Go to BigHerc916, and I would like to introduce you to Little Herc's Big Lessons. My wife and I decided to come out with a children's book series that encourages young children to be strong, to make good choices, and also teach valuable lessons. Lesson 2, speak with strength. At school, Little Herc's classmate Maria looked upset. The bigger kids were teasing her about her artwork. Hey, Little Herc said, stepping forward. Maria's art is awesome. Let's show some respect. The bigger kids shuffled their feet and walked away. Maria smiled at Little Herc. Thanks, Herc. You're always brave enough to stand up for what's right. Little Herc felt proud. Speaking up is what strong people do. You can pick up the book, link in the description.
I gotta hurry up and wash my ass. Go to BigHerc916.com, pick you up a bar of soap, and wash your ass, or else you're gonna be under arrest too. Oh, shit.
Officially, I only got one real spanking my entire life. My mom did the best a 14-year-old could do, raising me with love and instilling values that will last a lifetime. I was a straight A student and lived to make her happy. So how did I go astray? A horrible stepdad that stole my self-worth and invoked fear turned me into a person that I struggled to overcome. From skateboarding to selling drugs, gang banging in juvenile hall, I got caught the same way many young promising men get caught up. I struggled to find my identity, getting mixed up in shootouts, crime, and the adult entertainment industry. This roller coaster continued as I juggled college, hustling, and Hollywood, eventually catching a federal bank robbery case. I found redemption in prison while serving a 120-month federal sentence and came out a man on a mission. I became a social media influencer with over 500 million views on YouTube and a life coach mentoring people all over the world. This is my journey against all odds.